Hi, my name is Gabby, and today I'm going to be talking about how I save hundreds of dollars downloading books onto my Kindle. So, before I start talking about my Kindle, I'll start talking about why I decided to get it. Um, the reason that I decided to get it was because I had heard a lot of things about Kindles, but I wasn't necessarily 100% convinced, especially because I do really enjoy reading. And most of the books that I would get from the library, and usually I would just kind of check them out and then take them back. So I was doing that for a while. I did own a lot of books, but I did downsize and I got rid of a lot of books. And during that transition, I decided to do some research and invest in a Kindle. But since y'all know they are kind of pricey, so I decided why not just get a secondhand Kindle because one, I wanted to see if it was something that I was gonna use, and if it was something worth really investing in, especially in my case where I never owned one before. So that's what I did. I then decided to go on eBay and I found a 2011 Kindle. And I actually got the Kindle itself for like $20, I believe. Um, and it's, it has like its little things like on the screen, but for the most part, I feel like it's pretty good and it works great when I'm reading my book. I did invest and I got a case for it, and of course, the stickers didn't come with it, so I did get that. So in total, it costed me around $33. And I would say it was a small investment because I feel like I've already downloaded a lot of books from Libby. And for those of you who don't know, Libby is a platform that libraries use um, primarily in the US. I'm not sure about other countries. I would look into that. But you put in your library card and you instantly get access to thousands of books, which is pretty awesome. Um, and depending on your library, you might have a really good selection. And so, yeah, I've been reading a ton of great books these past few months, ever since I got my Kindle, and I feel like it motivates me to want to read more, specifically with books that I really enjoy reading. Um, and I feel that it also gives me something else to do other than just scroll on my phone. And because I feel like I don't have my social media and I don't use my platforms as much anymore, I find it essential for myself to do something productive like reading or crocheting. And I think the only difference with that is that when I feel like I'm reading, I feel like I'm really just immersing myself into the actual book, whether it's a nonfiction or a fictional book. And I think it's great so far. I've learned so much from the books that I've borrowed. Um, and like I said, it was an investment of $33. And the cool part about this is because if you ever do want to update and upgrade, Amazon gives you, I believe, so whatever, like say that you want another Kindle that's like, I don't know, like $100, they'll give you 20% of what yours is worth. So like they'll give you like, I don't know, $20 to go towards that. And then they give you, on top of that, they'll give you a gift card. So that's pretty cool. Um, Overall, I do recommend if you really enjoy reading, um, and if you want to, branch out in terms of wanting to read books on your own terms and also not being able to drive to the library all the time. For example, you have work, sometimes the library is out of the way, or other factors. I do really recommend um, getting one. I think it was a very good purchase for me, and I definitely don't regret it. It was worth every penny because, as I mentioned, I've probably read well over about maybe more than $200 worth in books, which I think is a really great um, investment, like I said. And I think that also the good part about it is that you're minimizing, um, I guess you're just minimizing your overall, um, like, you're minimizing your budget in a way, because I feel like you're no longer having to spend so much money on books when you can just borrow them from the library, and boy, they have such great selections that, like I said, I'm currently reading Let Them and um, this other book called Die with Zero. And I feel like both of these books have been really great so far. And like I said, these are a lot more popular books that just came out not too long ago. And I think that's why I find it very convenient, because, you know, sometimes going out of your way to purchase these books not only costs time, energy, and money, but then you also have to take into consideration all the paper that goes into making a book. I mean, unless you get it secondhand, then that's kind of like a good thing. But I feel like it's an overall really good investment. So if you're thinking about doing that, I do recommend starting there. And like I said, like you can always get a second hand like mine if you're not sure. Um, but overall, I feel like it's been a very great purchase. And I think in another video, I want to talk about a little bit more about the types of books I've read, um, because you can get so many. It doesn't have to be like one specific type of genre. You can get so many of them on Libby. And like I said, if you're not familiar, if you have a library card, you do have access to Libby for free. So it is a very great resource, and I wish I honestly would have known about it sooner, because as I mentioned, it saved me so much time, energy. And then also another thing is that I feel like I don't have to worry about clutter at all with my books, because I feel like before I had them stacked up, and then I feel like they were taking up so much space, and now that I downsized, I feel like I don't have to worry about that anymore. I feel like I have more than enough space, and you know, my Kindle is so small and so convenient, and I feel like it fits into my lifestyle now more than I ever thought it would have. So I definitely recommend, and I just thought I would make this video um, about it. So if you guys have any questions, or if you guys have any other resources out there that we can share within our own community, go ahead and comment them down below. I would love to hear everybody's um, stories, or if you have comments or other questions, I'm more than happy to share. I will also be linking Libby down below, just in case you're not familiar with it, which is so awesome. I love that they have all these resources. All right, bye you guys. See you guys next time.